you all are learning your portions really well. Keep up the same, do the well. So we are urging towards the end of the year. So we are supposed to be so responsible. Yes, no my dear students? Yes. So I hope the rise of nationalism in Europe chapter you might have understood really well, and I am going to get into a new chapter from today. So if you have any doubts, you can clarify me by calling or through messages. Okay my dear students? Okay. So what is the chapter that we are going to deal today? Any idea my dear students? No? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, tell me what is it? It is about the transportation. I'll give you a clue. It is about transportation. So we are going into a last chapter of geography, that is, we'll see, I'll tell you the name later, but before getting into it. So if you want to travel to a particular place, what are things that you will take? You will pack your things. Yes, you will pack your things. You are moving to the other places. So by what means you will travel from here to there? If it is a nearby area, you will go through the roadways. If it is a very far area in India itself, it will take 3 days, 4 days itself. You can even go through train, or you can even go through the airways. Yes, if you are going abroad, you can go by airways. Yes or no my dear students? And if you are going to the other island, you will go through the ships. Yes. Can you now guess what is the lesson name? Yes, it is the lifelines of Indian economy. So before getting into the content, so why the transportation, airways, waterways and the landways, why they are called as the lifelines of Indian economy? You know, these lifelines are providing huge amount of benefit for the Indian economy. That is why it is known as the lifelines of Indian economy. It is really a life creating aspect for our own economical development. So only it is known as the lifelines of Indian economy. Yes, I hope you would have understood this. So we'll get into the thing that if you want to travel from one place to another, as I told you, you will use the transportation. So services. We have lot of even other services is also provided through the transportation. That is transportation of goods and services, transportation of passengers, transportation of materials also happens through all these ways. That is landways, airways and the waterways. So these are the way which we are using for the transportation. If you see the trade who makes the product, the trader who makes the product or the production comes to the consumer by transportation. So if I am a producer, imagine if I am a producer, I am producing huge amount of steel sheets. Okay, so what I will do is I will have to give it to the another person for making something like a table, chair or something like that. So he is finishing that and he is taking that to the consumers. Consumers means the person who are buying the products are called as consumers. So when it is being taken to the consumers, it is happening through the transportation. So from the manufacturing industry, it is being taken to the market area. In the market area, it is being sold to the common people. So there arises a transportation, mode of transport. Okay, so this mode of transport are being developed through the transportation of landways, airways and the waterways. Then you can see that these airways and landways are being developed. It even affects in the means of transport also. It even provides a lot of meaningful for our life. So it is known as even mean of transport. Okay. So and this means of transport are the main important aspect. We call them as the pre-requirement and the foster development. Why it is known as pre-requirement? Pre-requirement means before everything has been done, we need the transportation. So before you plan for something, before you plan to go to some other place, you will check whether the transportation is available in that area. So how to move and go in those areas. These things only will be seen. Yes or no, my dear students? Yes. So if you want to go from here to Jammu Kashmir, so what are the means of transport? Airways, waterways, landways. So which has been feasible you will say. Feasible means which is cheaper, which can be afforded by everyone. So the pre-requirement of everything is being seen, and this has made even the fastest development which has been attained in all the levels. So because of which you can see the development of the nation is also happening continuously. Okay, my dear students, the movement of, as I told you, goods and services can be of three types, that is the landways, waterways and airways, and they are called as the means of transport. So along with this means of transport you can find one more thing which has been developing nowadays. So today the world is like converted in the form of a small village and given into your hands. Yes or no? Yes, you have, everyone have your own mobiles. You have your mobiles, once you type everything you get everything which is available in the website or in the thing in the place where you are sitting itself. Yes, so it is like an thing which makes us to get everything in the place where we are. So we consider this like this transportation has still more developed, and it has made still more development, and that development has made us to get into the communication, transport and communication. So this communication is enabling us to get everything by sitting in a particular place. So what happens is that the whole area, the whole globe has been converted in the form of a small village. Like village means what? Everything will be available in the nearby areas. So you can reach and get it. So that is how it has made us. Yes sir? Yes. Can find that this is also being done. And this nowadays you can find that the rest of other aspects like world is it is vast in size, it is diverse in aspect, language wise also, linguistic wise also you can find differences existing, cultural differences also you can existing, but you can find that it is this communication has been connecting everyone. If you have a small thing which is there in a language of Tamil or something like that, now what you are doing, if you want to convert it, you copy that, paste it in a Google Translator, you are able to translate it really. So if you want to know about the culture of the people, you are getting it at the place where you are. That has been possible only through the communication. So this railways, airways, waterways, newspapers, radios, television, cinemas, internet, all these things are being the progress of many new ways that is developing. That has been started because of the trade. Initially you will know like the Portuguese were being called as the great explorers. You know why they were being called as great explorers? Portuguese people are being wealthy. No? So those wealthy people, they want to use their money. So they will have a ship. They will start traveling from one place to another. They want to explore the world. They are called as explorer of the world. So they will move to each and every places. So they created mapping system. They created information about a particular place. So those things now has been reflecting in our life. So that they, after they become an explorer, can find that trade started developing. I think you might have studied in 9th chapter itself. The Silk Route, how it was used. Silk Route was initially used for the transportation of the aspects like pilgrim peoples will go, religious aspects will be happening. Then you can find Silk Route were being used for silk transportations, religions started spreading, culture started spreading, all these things are there. Similarly, here you can find that those ancient people, like when they were being explorers, they developed the trade. So this trade has developed us to this level of the transport and communication. So this transport and communication plays a very important role in our social economical aspects. So you'll ask me a question, okay, you said economy is fine. It is bringing lot of income to the nation. So you are saying it is economically good. Socially, what is happening, you are asking, right? Socially, lot of things are happening, my dear students. That is, you will have a good relation with the other person. It is not just like that. You want to plan and move to some other place. Like if you go to Delhi, if you go to Jammu Kashmir, or if you go to Shimla, or whatever the places you go, you will have a good relation with the environmental people, and you learn lot of things from them. You learn their own culture, they learn your own culture. So social bonding is being developed between you and them. So what happens is that these social bonding is creating a lot of socio-economical changes in the life. Okay, so this socio-economical progress is also happening, and in addition you can also find that this is also playing an economical aspect, vital in economics, and it enriches the human's life. Yes or no? Previously we have been using bicycles. So bicycle was the only mode of transport. Later we had the two-wheeler, then four-wheelers, then we have bus, cars, everything which has been developed recently. So all comes to the doorstep of us. Right? So we are utilizing them for our own benefits and transportation. And this transportation did not stop with socio-economical development alone. It even developed the modernization. Modernization was also done in India. Not only in India, globally the modernization has been happening still now. So this is what is about the introduction of the lifelines of Indian economy, my dear students. The remaining will be continuing in the next class. I hope you would have liked the class. Thank you, students.